evening, ladies and gentlemen. What do we have in store tonight on our final stream of the season? It's the Poolcast Singles League, and there's a lot up for grabs here tonight. It's coming from the Open Ds. We've got Nick Savins against Dave Gray. So Nick Savins currently top, and Dave Gray is 5 points behind. Yeah, that's right. And then we have on the table 7 that you can see. We've got a little scoreboard underneath because that is Chris Heel against Ant Barrett, and Chris Heel is only 4 points behind Nick. So any of these 3 players can win the league tonight. It's pretty exciting. So we're going to watch both of them in action, but we'll only be doing commentary on the Nick Dave match. Back from his travels on comms, I have Daniel Oates.
Hi, Ant, and hi, viewers. Thanks for having me.
Good evening. So we've just kicked off. Just so you know, on the scoreboard at the top end, Ant Barrett is on the left. He's the black score, and Chris Hill will be the white score. So yeah, I'm sure they'll both tables will be keen on each other's table. So we start with this game. I've never done commentary on. Well, I haven't actually seen Dave play live at all, to be honest. I have Nick. I've played him a few times, obviously, in the Bicester League, but Dave, I haven't. So he's in your team, isn't he?
Yeah, I've seen a lot of Dave. He's quite a bit in the Aylesbury League. I think he's been around the Bicester scene for a couple of seasons now. He's quite a solid player, actually. He's quite tactical. He's a good potter. He's missing him, like we just saw there. But I think this should be quite a close match, to be honest, Ant.
Yeah, it looks like it could be a close one, and a draw could open the gate for Chris to come in and steal top spot. So yeah, very much. We'll see tonight who's going to end up at the top of the table. So he's taken these well so far, Nick, on the yellows. He's opened the door now, and he's got a few good positional shots to play, I think, to make the clearances.
So, Ant, for this particular league,
Yes.
of the 4 players that could win,
3. There's only 3, so yeah, Ant Barrett is out of the running.
But how many can get promoted?
Only 2. Because of the way that the new players coming in and the restructure of the leagues, it's only 2. That's a pretty good shot that from Nick.
So of the 4 playing, 2 can get promoted.
Yes.
So a lot to play for, actually.
Yeah, absolutely.
I actually overheard Nick talking to his friends earlier, and he really wants it. I think that's one of the things about this Poolcast League. A lot of the players really are really invested. They really want to do well, and I think having the sort of 6 different divisions, people can see progression in their game.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree.
I'd be taking this bottom yellow softly to get himself back on this yellow on the middle, but he's gone the other way round. It's turned out okay.
Yeah, he's actually got a nice angle here.
It's a difficult one to hold the white. If he puts a bit of left-hand side, he could cannon this black out, but he's got to be careful.
Yeah, great. Oh, he's
That was worst case scenario, really.
It was. I think if he the white had stayed up, he might have been all right, but giving him ball in hand.
So at this stage of the match, first frame, do you test yourself to see what your potting's saying, or do you play the right shot and play safe?
I would potentially just roll this up and leave him snookered, and then just like that,
Well, there's no risk if it went in, actually.
No, no.
Yeah, I like that shot. If it goes in, he might have a shot on the black, but there's just a lot of unknown. It's not too bad.
Not a bad lead, actually.
He might have a shot down the
Can
rail,
he? Yeah, I think there is a gap, isn't there?
and then if he pots it, he's on everything because they're all
Yeah.
open. The black's the only tricky one. He's actually almost potted the white, but he's got a shot.
Yeah, in this situation, I'd just play that one into the middle and just you're on one then, aren't you?
Oh, that's worked out all right. But again,
Worked out very good.
he's took the red away that was closest to the black.
Would have been a nice one to get on the black, wouldn't it?
Yeah, for sure. But if you just roll these in straight, delicate, you should leave yourself on the black. But you want that black in the middle, in my opinion.
Yeah. There's a lot of Nick Savins fans watching on the stream. Good evening. Oh, it's gone a bit. He's all right. He's got enough to cut it in. Doesn't really need to do much with the white. It'll just come off 2 cushions and leave him something.
Oh yeah, I wanted to say, Ant, congrats on winning Div B. Not fixed at all.
Oh, right from B. Yeah, cheers. Thank you. I didn't have to work too hard, to be honest. Oh, I don't think he's got the cover either. So
He's put his red safe. He's not going to be happy with that.
one good pot from Nick, and it's all I'd be thinking about is the pot.
Yeah, a good pot though means the white's going to be travelling a bit.
That's why I'd just play it dead weight. I think if he'd have played it dead weight,
He's brought the red
it
out.
wouldn't have left much. But he's left him on the one by the rail now, which will obviously be the one that he'll be going for.
I don't know about you, but I always found the first frame in my matches was cagey.
Yeah, it was always cagey. You always want to start on the right foot, don't you? So you don't want to make any silly mistakes. And then once these players have played 2 or 3 frames, they'll be in their stride.
So
Has he got an angle here? I think he's
I'd
got
be
a slight
pushing the
angle.
white into the middle, and then you've got the double.
He's got an angle. He might be able. So I think that red does go in the middle.
Oh,
I'll tell you what.
if he cannons that out, that's
That's
a
a
great
great shot. That is a superb shot.
But he's got to hold the white now because he doesn't want to travel around. I'd just be putting it down the rail.
No, I'd flick it in and to go off 3 or 4 cushions to bring it back around.
He's got a
It's
shot.
all right.
It's straight as well. So no matter what, unless it goes in, he's leaving Nick a shot.
Yeah, the white will be heading towards the yellow if he gets to potting angle.
It could be worse.
It was a good effort.
It could be a lot worse. Are the playing the yellow just forward and leaving the white for where the yellow is?
I mean, if you had the angle, I'd be hitting it half ball and sending the white at the top.
Yeah, but you're canning in the black.
Oh, well, he's gone all in there, and he.
This is tricky.
Ooh,
Cut or a double.
or a back double. He's got a choice of 3 here. What would you fancy in this position?
I'd be back doubling it because you can control that angle. I don't
I
like the normal double.
cut, mate, so I'll be cutting it.
Really? That's about ninth degree. Oh, he went that way.
Oh, he's left it.
White's okay.
He's left it.
I've seen Dave pot these before.
So, can Dave get the first one on the board? Oh, I thought that was in. Really thought that was in. But he's not left it easy for Nick.
It's definitely a cagey first frame. The standard will obviously pick up.
Just got to play this like you're doing a black ball off a spot, you know.
Nick's got quite a short bridge on him, if you see that.
It's getting very cagey, isn't it? And that will end the frame there, I think. It'd have been all right if it had stayed up.
I think having a short bridge it leaves the margin for error.
It does, yeah. Absolutely. So they will be making sure of this.
Right, they'll be,
Yeah, and he
they'll
gets
be, thank,
the
they'll be
ball.
thankful for that frame.
So first frame, first blood to Dave. And Dave will be back playing in the Premiership next season in the Bicester League
Where he belongs.
with the Melons and Lemons.
Yeah, I think it might be Dave's first ever season in the Premier League. He was playing at Brill before he came to join us.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, that's right. He was part of the Brill Beards
Yeah, he brought Nick.
team,
He brought,
along with Nick, wasn't it? Nick Loveland.
yeah, Nick with him, and
Yeah.
there's quite a good friendly vibe in the team these days.
Hmm.
There's a lot of competition in the Prem, so if we stay up, I think that's a good target for this first season.
Oh, I think you guys will stay up.
Where do you think you'll finish?
Where will we finish? I think we're
Second
going to
dry
be
break.
fighting for second again. I think. So dry break there from Dave.
Before I left, like 3 months ago, the cloths were brand new, and it was
Hmm.
like balls were on ice.
Lightning. It
But I
has
don't,
slowed down a bit.
has it?
Yeah, yeah.
But the
Yeah, it's
brakes are
slowed down.
still. I see a lot of dry brakes still.
Mm.
I tried the cut brake for the first time yesterday, and I'm torn between wellying it or just giving it a nice little tap. Because I've seen the white ball go off with a cut brake off the table a few times.
Yeah, I think when I played, it was either Mark or Gordy, and the brakes weren't working, so I went on to cut brakes, and they worked a bit better. But
Bit of a lash there from Nick,
yeah, it's just not settled yet.
and the Reds are all in
Just not
play.
settled.
So if he takes this
They
one
have,
by one, he should be on it.
yeah, the one above the black that we're seeing. So looking at the other table, it looks like Chris is 1-0 down to Ant Barrett. Under the table.
Oh, just because I can't see. There's a bit of
Dan,
magic.
Dan's just realised that that's an iPad under the table and
Bit
it's not some sort of gadget.
CGI. Well, you're big budget these days, Ant, with Poolcast.
I wish. I wish.
Okay, that's another miss. One good shot here, and you could be in play.
Yeah, I think a bit like the E's when we streamed the E's Kenny against Nick Loveland, and it took a few frames for them to get moving, but once they did, they showed a really good account of themselves and the E League. Like I say, this is the D's, and also you got to remember like there's a lot riding on it as well for these guys. It's money at the end of the day, and for some people, it's more than just money. So there we go. Chris has levelled it up on the other table, one apiece.
Well, it's 6 months of time, isn't it? In terms of like checking the league, organising matches.
Mm. Yeah. So he's getting on that tricky ball now. It's a nice, delicate shot that from Dave. Oh, I was
Right.
going to say, how did that not go in? But it did.
I think Dave should be in
thought
here
about it.
if he just
Yeah.
takes his time.
I think so.
When the ball's like this, you don't have to put too much spin or too much power into it.
He
Just
just
get the
needs to
pop.
be mindful that I'm not sure that black. I mean, it might go in the pocket he's just potted in, but I don't think it goes in any of the others at the bottom end of the table.
I think it does pass the. It did pass that pocket, but now that yellow's covering it.
Yeah, it might go in this bottom right.
Yeah, I think it does. It's
That's a
actually
nice shot.
that's a great angle. He's
It's a
got to
nice
put
shot.
tight spin on it.
Yeah, he's
Or
no, he does have a slight angle. Does have a slight angle.
this is one of those
Straight
situations
is
where
going into the jaw. So
you
I
want
think
to
it's
give
good.
yourself a shot on it.
Yeah.
Don't overthink it. Because if you trust your potting,
Mm.
which Dave should do,
and not over, not compensate everything on power. You've still got to make,
yeah, just roll that in, top spin.
and that
Actually,
is
does it
the
cut in the
white
middle?
at the right end of the table, but
I think
I was
it
thinking,
does.
does it just snick in the middle?
You pinch the edges
Yeah,
and get
could
the
do,
top.
could do. It's too close to the yellow, and he's
It's got away with it.
lost a turn shot there. So
Don't think Nick's got a shot.
you don't think
Unless
he's
it's plants.
plant? Sure, I think there's enough room in between them to make it plant.
You think?
Yeah,
Well, you did win our league, so I should probably listen to you.
only just. Wow. It's
This is a bit do or die now, I think.
I
'Cause
think he was hoping to hit that a bit thinner and go behind it. He's hit that quite thick.
if he misses this, I suspect Nick will win the frame.
Oh, almost. So this is your chance, Nick. Get your first one on the board. You won't get a better opportunity than this.
Again, these are just you roll them in. It's a lot of it is the order of the balls.
Yeah, you take that one in the middle, and then you take the one nearest the bottom right,
Yeah,
and it frees it all up then.
roll it in. No spin, no
No,
pace.
don't
Just
need
let
to
the
do
ball
anything.
run through.
Yeah.
Same again. Exact same again. You could put backspin and pull it back, or give it a bit of top right and let it roll through.
I'd probably like stun it in and take the yellow in the middle.
You do like a middle, don't
I
you?
do love a middle.
Yeah. Yeah, that's probably where I would have gone, but it's a bit pacey.
Yeah,
Again,
he
he's
just
got a
needs to take
shot.
his time here.
You just got to pot it because the black's a gimme.
Yeah.
He's potted it, and so he's so close to the
Yeah,
black.
it was a nice pot that from Nick.
Right.
And he takes the second frame, and we're back level. Both games are level, one apiece at the moment. So if we have a quick look at the D League, here you can see Nick Savins on 100, Chris Hill 4 behind, and Dave Perry is just 1 behind him. So they're still, because they're both 1 all, there's still got gaps between them. I'm sure if Dave goes a couple ahead, it will put a bit of doubt into the mind of Nick. But then again, if Nick's a few ahead of Dave, he'll be a bit more relaxed.
Yeah, he's won 8. He's 10 matches.
Yeah,
Which in our league, how many did you win? 6.
5 in the end.
And you got 100
Drew
points as well.
3, yeah, 5, 3, and 2. But I had big wins. That was my wins were like all double figures, so it helps. The frames win prizes
I
in
drew
this league.
5 of my matches. He's potted the
Oh,
right.
he's had a kick off into the middle. And if that hadn't have gone in that way, it would have been a good break.
I suspect Nick will be back to the table though, because there's just too much to do. The positional play here to get on all the yellows, his first shot is key. I'd probably be taking these two yellows here. Can he roll one into the middle bag? If not, you're going to go reds, and that's a challenge in itself.
If not, I'd go yellows. I'd play the yellow that's nearest to the bottom middle. Take the white off the cushion and just nudge them 2 yellows, knowing that you've got that one in the middle just in case. But he fancies reds, and
They do all go in.
when you
It's just a bit of
when you look
positional
at,
play.
yeah, namely the 2 that are kind of just above the black.
I think he's made that yellow a bit easier to pot if Nick gets a chance to come to the table. Right, the natural angle of potting this should put him on the two yellows in the middle.
Dave likes going reds. It's just all three frames so
Right,
far.
right,
He's
right,
gone reds.
right, right, right.
Oh, he's
I'd be
look
really
at
happy
that
with
for a
that.
positional shot.
I'd be really happy with
Middle
that.
jaw and down
So positioning here, a bit of bottom left just to bring it so that you can pot one in the middle.
towards the yellow. You want the white kind of near where the yellow is by the black.
Yeah, not too much of a cannon. Okay, he's going
But
the other way.
he's opting the other way. I think he's all right. I think he's all
Yeah,
right.
but he's got to put a bit of topspin on it because he wants to get past the black.
I mean, he could go for the red in the other middle if he wanted to, but I wouldn't. Yeah, nice. Just needs to dig a bit here.
Okay, that's nice.
Yeah,
Does that black pass that yellow? Because you
I think
can
it
just drop
does.
it in dead weight
Yeah,
into the middle.
I think it does.
Dead weight. Get in.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's two dead weight. That is. That would have been a lovely clearance. That would have lovely reverse dish. That would have been.
so I'd be going for this bottom yellow to get rid of it. I don't think he needs to take that because the top one goes in the pocket, in this closest pocket. But let's see what he does.
He might just want the security of having the red on the cushion. Yeah, I like that. I like that shot. That red's kind of out of action now a little bit.
When you've been a bit cagey, you do want to put one of their balls safe if you can.
Yeah.
So I don't mind it.
Yeah. Oh, I'm not showing off, Liam. Not showing off. It's not in my nature. Now that surprised me. That.
Shot selection is
I would've-
everything.
Yeah, I think I'd have took the middle and then took the yellow up here, just leaving the two down there and then sorted them out. Because the last thing you want to do is leave them on this up the rail. One soft shot up the rail and he's on the black as well.
Again, it's do or die because if he leaves the white too open and he misses the reds, then the nick's in. You could potentially bring the black out and push that yellow slightly safe.
I think you just got to go all in on this shot and just drop it in. It looks like he's gonna.
Pulling the white back. That looks good to me.
Oh,
that
how
was
did
unlucky.
that not go in? How did that not go in?
You've got to be pinpoint when it's touching the cushion.
Yeah, I think it might have just feathered the cushion on its way near the pocket.
On the
because
other
I've
table,
got
Chris has just spotted. So I think that makes him 2-1. Yeah.
that Chris 2-1 up, is it?
Yeah. They both missed the black, but he's just secured the frame.
So that's Chris 2-1 up. Like I said, for Chris, the ideal result here is probably a tight Dave Gray win or a draw. Gives him a chance.
What tournament did Chris do well in? Was it the main singles? Yes.
He got to the final of the Bicester singles. Yeah, he had a great season that season.
So he's obviously got a bit about him.
He has, yeah. He knows how to play the game. And playing in this league, I think, might help him a bit.
That's a great shot from
That's a
Dave.
lovely positional shot out from Dave. Great shot.
Left himself straight on the black. Just stun it. Don't overthink it.
Yeah, very nicely done that from Dave. And he's now back in front, 2-1.
2-1 on both tables.
Yeah.
Have there been many big results in this particular league?
In the D's, I'm just thinking now.
Because I think in the B League there wasn't any particular huge results. There were a lot of 8-6s.
I mean, apart from Aaron last night, and then
I watched that.
13-1, 13-1. I had a 12-2 and 3-11 threes.
3-11 threes.
Yeah.
Nice.
Like I said, it was the only way I managed to stay on top was by just winning frames.
Oh,
But no, and I think looking across all of the leagues, there's been a lot of 8-6s and 9-5s, which just shows how level a lot of the leagues were. You might have the odd one person that flies off into the sunset, but on the whole, they were quite fairly contested. And you also look at the gap.
another dry break.
You also look at the gap between the top three and the bottom three, and in some leagues it was only like 10 points, which is crazy. So it's a fairly open split. That a few dodgy balls on the yellows. You'd like to go reds.
Is there a can I see the break dish, reverse dish stats for this league? Has there been many?
You'd have to go on the website for that.
Is it not
I
on the
don't
table?
know. I don't show it on the league tables anymore.
What do you use that stat for? Just for
It was
pride?
it. Yeah, no, it was purely a bit like the most wins in the Bicester League, a bit like that. But you get a trophy in that for getting most wins. It was purely just an additional stat that will be removed next season because it's quite hard to keep on top of it all the time.
And
So
am I right in thinking that we're going to come away from the paper scoreboard?
yes, we are using Rackamap next season. So people will be able to not only input their score on that after each frame, but also those that are interested in the scores will be able to see the live scores. So that's something a bit like the League Up Live that we use for the Bicester League. So Dave's opted for reds here, and I didn't blame him because it was the better colour set.
If this red pots past this yellow, he might be on.
Not sure it does because I think he was trying to get that white over to put the red in the same pocket.
He's potting more confident than he was in the first couple of frames.
I think overall Dave looks the more comfortable at the moment. It's one of those, isn't it? When you're the hunter, it's easier than when you're being hunted, you know?
I hadn't thought about it like that before.
Yeah, that was quite a clever loss of turn shot that from Dave because he's now opened up that pocket for the red, and that yellow is still out of commission.
Nick's done it back, but
And
he's opened it
Nick's
up.
done it back. He was probably hoping to have cover on the pocket, but he hit it just slightly too thin, and it's come away. So it has given Dave a chance. He will have the black to think about as well in a shot's time, or he didn't want to do that.
He's brought the difficult yellow out. He's got a difficult red, and the black only goes in maybe one pocket. I don't even think it goes in one pocket anymore.
So cutting this in, you'd be getting close to yeah. He's gone for a double.
It could be a lot worse.
Yeah. But we say about the black being difficult, the yellow is as well. That's by the black. I think it goes in this bottom right
I think we're
pocket
going to
that
see a
you've got.
couple more visits in this frame.
Yeah, I think so.
I think Nick's been playing a long time with Ali. I think he's a bit of a snooker player.
I think this is the right shot, but oh no, I thought he was going somewhere else. I thought he was just going to tap that yellow and put the white behind the black.
Yeah, that would have been a good shot actually. I've not seen any snookers yet, have you? Maybe
No, it's
one from
very,
Nick.
very open. But I found that with the couple of these that I've and 1D as well. So we have had 3 streams in the overall in the Ds and Es. This is the 4th, and the other 3 were exactly like this, very attacking, aggressive, which is good. You know, it shows confidence that they believe that they can do it. Nice,
Right,
nice.
there's only one shot here. I
And
wonder if
now
he'll
I
play
could be
it.
playing that shot.
I wonder if he sees it. Looks like he does. Yeah, he does. It's the
Yeah,
right shot.
nice and tight
I
to the
think that's
black
probably
as
going to
well.
frame that shot.
That is,
Because if he would have done it sooner, there would have been a lot to do. Now
yeah,
he's just got 2 balls left.
and that's the 2 cushion
And
escape.
if Dave doesn't get out of this, he's got the white ball in hand. Yeah.
Oh, I wasn't too far away. It wasn't too far away, but it has given Nick ball in hand and great opportunity to level the matchup again. And on the other table, Chris has just gone 3-1 up, so he's applying the pressure, and I'm pretty certain Nick will be looking at that.
Yeah, two good shots from Nick. Now he just needs to focus on the pot. Don't worry about the white ball. It's not going in unless he wallops it.
No, you might think about making sure he hits it hard enough so it goes on the cushion
There you go, 2-2.
like that. And it was a nice white as well, but it didn't matter. He got the black. Nice clearance. We are Desmond. Really busy again in Jay's tonight in Bicester. We've got an Oxford League match. Got another. We have another singles league match. I'm just trying to think where it is. Oh, there it is. It's on table 1. Steve Sperrin against Reece Jeffrey from the E League. Obviously, making sure that the rack is as tight as possible. Always important on the break. Any gaps, and it becomes a dead rack basically, and the balls won't split and break as nice.
So if it were me, I've done 2 breaks so far. I've not potted anything on a break. I change my breaks depending on the reaction I've had.
Yes. Either change the position on the white or you change the break that you're doing.
Oh, just you want to be getting in straight away. You don't want to let your opponent straight into the frame.
And
And that's literally what he did. He changed his break.
that's it.
He dived into the table.
Yeah. And it's quite unfortunate, really, that they've all kind of clustered at the top there.
Apart from when you're in practice, the only time you practice your break is during the frame. Whereas
Yeah.
actually, I think break's something that people should be practicing more and more to get
Yeah.
it right.
No, I agree. Yeah.
You can win or lose the frame on the break, especially as you get up the
Some,
links.
yeah, some people don't really think of it as being that important, but it is. It sets the tone of the frame, and especially it's a bit like tennis where you always want to hold your serve, and that's what you want to do. You want to break nice. You want to get a pot. You want to get the first say in that frame, and make the decisions first.
That has been a huge thing I've seen as I've sort of started to play better players, is that when they have a good break,
Yeah.
whether they pot or not, it usually determines the winner of the frame. Because if you get to the table and it's all open,
Mm.
you're laughing.
Yeah,
And it's vice versa. If you pot on
yeah,
a break, you're happy. So I would just suggest that anyone that's maybe watching this is just practice your break. If you're just playing with your mate and you don't pot for them, just try again.
yeah,
You'll be getting that right.
yeah. Well, Mark, sometimes you have to take that little bit longer to sort the rack out, you know. Um, it's not easy sometimes. Sometimes if there's just a little lift at the front, the front ball just always wants to roll forward a bit. And it's not too much of an issue if you cut breaking, but if your front ball breaking, you absolutely need that front ball touching the next two balls. But I'm sure Nick will be up for some coaching on how to rack if you'd like to give him any, Mark.
I think we've got another cagey frame on our hands here because a lot of the balls are safe.
That's a again attacking. What's the turn there? I like that.
Yeah, I definitely don't mind it. The black's gone a bit safer, but it's given Dave a bit to think about.
Yeah, and this is the fifth frame out of five where Nick is yellows and Dave is reds. They obviously like their own colour sets.
One of the things I've noticed about this match so far is nobody's actually at the table for very long. They're quite quick shots,
Yeah,
they're just coming back. And I think if you want to get your player out of a rhythm, so if you have a bit of a think, have a bit of a look around, just to slow your opponent down.
absolutely. I'll get them to give you a bell, Mr. T.
Anything could happen in this frame at the moment. If that cuts in and the white ball cannons out nicely, you could bring the reds out.
Mm.
Hey,
Now it's open.
could be a lot worse.
Now it's
A
open.
couple of good shots here.
I'll tell you what, he hasn't got to do too much with the white here. He's got a lovely angle just to drop it, come off the bottom cushion. He's gone for the yeah.
Does that red pass the middle? Because
Yes,
if
it
it does, he's
does.
laughing.
It does. And he is absolutely plumb on this.
Just be straight on it, Dave.
And that
Yeah,
is,
it's okay.
and again, he's got a nice angle to come back for the black.
Yeah, he's got to stun it back. You don't want to be anywhere near those yellows. That's fine.
He's confident. He seems quite happy to take it a bit longer, you know, a bit more distance.
He'll be
And
happy with that.
that is a very good clearance that from Dave.
For me,
Once
that was a
again,
prime example. Nick played a quick shot, which he thought would bring him back to the table, but you need to slow it down a bit because
yeah,
everything can change in one shot.
and for the third time, Dave takes the lead.
Dave does know what he's doing, especially when he's confident. Dave
So
can clear up the table.
yeah, like I said, if we have a very quick look at the D's, if Dave was to beat Nick, he would have to better Chris's result if he wins too
Or at least one.
by two frames.
By two, yeah.
So if Chris gets an 8-6 over there, Dave's got to win this 10-4 to win the league.
All three of them are guaranteed a bit of money, but it's only two spots for grabs for promotion.
Yeah, I think it's more the spot. It does have a line there under Dave to say that three go up. That was the initial plan because of the restructuring of the leagues. It's only two spots available to go up, and they were made aware of this um, yesterday, I think. I didn't want to let them know afterwards.
It's another dry break. I think there's only been one good break so far today.
Guess what colour Nick's got? This is on. Yeah, just teaching Dan the technicalities of streaming and watching the comments on Facebook. There is a lag
Says
of
live stream.
about
It
30
should
seconds.
be called lag stream.
I didn't bring you on comms tonight for your humour, Mr. Oates.
No one ever does.
So,
Nick's one really attacking straight away.
that was, and I'll tell you what, if he'd have got it, the yellow border black would have been the next one, and then the yellow border red into the middle, and they were all there. But it's given Dave an opportunity to get a hold of this frame,
And the match.
and that seems to have been the kind of story so far, isn't it?
Each Dave and Nick have brought a few supporters out with them. Dave's played a good shot there. Again, the black is hampered. We've not seen many tables where all the balls are open for any individual. He's played a kind of a smart shot there because he's put the yellow safe.
Yeah, he's just tried to bump it on the cushion, hasn't he?
But he's left himself a tricky shot now. He's got a couple of options, but does this red pass the yellow? I don't think it does. But if he plays the one down the rail, he could probably double that or pass it along the red that's over the pocket, or the yellow that's over the pocket.
Yeah, I mean the red near the black spot goes in both bottom bags, and that red goes in this middle, and that would be your last ball.
Oh, actually, I think this might pass that one. I think it does.
It's now 3-2 on the other table as well, and is putting up a fight.
Oh, he's done it that way, but he's missed.
That was,
But he's brought all the balls out. So if Nick chooses the right shots,
I do, yeah, but I do like the aggressive style.
but you got a pot.
Yeah, yeah. You know me, Mark. I was born an A-League player, mate.
Keep it simple, Nick, and you'll be 3.
Yeah, 3. What you'll want to do is sort these 2 yellows out. Leave yourself this dodgy yellow down here last, just so you got a drop in on the back.
And I'm just noticing on the other table that they're dry breaking a lot as well.
Yeah,
It seems to be a bit of a theme. Where's that come from? Okay, so a bit bottom here, stun it. You can use the reds to help you, but it gets a little bit complicated because it can go wrong.
yeah. Ideally, you just want to be anywhere between those 2 reds, don't you? Not those 2 reds.
I think he was overthinking it.
Yeah, just a little screw back.
You've got pot. As long as the white ball comes back a bit, you're okay.
And I think that red near the black spot goes past that yellow into the bottom right corner.
If you trust your potting, you can let the white ball run or like not roll as much.
Yeah,
Nick's not trusting his potting at the moment. And he's letting
that's,
Dave in.
and that is a lovely shot. He just killed the white. It must have been fairly straight. Killed the white.
Stun back, roll through,
Got this.
4-2.
Drop, and he's 2 up.
See, he's let the white travel a bit there, but he didn't need to hit it that hard.
It's fine. I can't see him missing this. And I
No,
hope
but
it's
these
not a
little,
commentator's curse.
these fine margins.
He's all right, but where's the
Otherwise,
white?
he's
Where's the
good.
cue ball
He's
going?
4-2.
It's all right. Wow. Dave is 4-2 up.
I feel like every player in the BDPL should have a nickname. I'm just trying to think of one for Dave at the moment.
For who?
For Dave,
Dave.
the Grey Man.
Granite Grey.
Yeah, I don't mind it.
Granite Grey, I think.
I feel like we should give everybody a nickname, and we're just trying to think of one for you.
50 shade. One.
Listen, oh, is it? I was like, Dave the Granite Grey. Yeah. But you look like a 50 Shades kind of guy, so
Kinky.
yeah.
His missus is here, actually.
Apparently 50 Shades is Dave Gray's nickname. Who am I to argue? So, 4-2 up is 50 Shades.
If anybody wants to comment a nickname for Nick's Savin, I'm all ears.
Yeah. Oh, he's lost the white there.
He's changed his break again, and the white ball's come off the table.
And Nick says, thank you. I'll pass that over to Dave. And Dave has ball in hand anywhere on the table.
It's probably one of the better splits, to be honest.
And yeah,
One good shot.
it's not the best time to have the best split and give your opponent ball in hand.
So this red underneath the cluster, if you can punch the white ball through, obviously you're hoping the black doesn't like cause too much damage, but
Yeah.
you should be okay.
Yeah, you might want to attack that now, and it'll free up the black as well.
Or do you take the one near to the right of the middle bag, roll that in, and then leave that red to cannon the black out later?
Yeah, there's options, isn't there? There is options. He might. I think reds is definitely the colour though.
You do get taught to take your difficult balls out early.
Yes. And this makes sense because you've got a couple of options after this, as long as you don't snooker yourself. Yeah, well done, Dave. He's just told Nick what colour he's going because it's close. And
So this is the reason why I said about it. There is 50-50 split sometimes when you take the hard one first because you can miss it.
yeah,
And you let your opponent in.
but I don't think that was immensely hard. I think he was worried about the white so much that he
I
didn't
think he
it
was
well.
overthinking the black because he has put the
Mm.
black safe.
But it's given Nick an option now to go reds.
Yeah. I think Nick needs his frame just to get his nerves down and get himself into a rhythm.
Yeah, he won't want. Oh, salad finger Savins. Please tell us more.
Okay, that was a good shot. He's got a chance here. He's just got to think about this cluster. He does need a cannon, this cluster, unless he takes the one which is loose up the top bag.
And that is the 7th frame out of 7. When Nick's gone yellows and Dave has gone reds. How bizarre. I know that because I've been the one putting the colours up on the stream. So I think if Nick wants to change anything, if he loses this frame, he might be thinking about going reds next time.
Maybe he's colourblind. He hasn't got a clue what colour he's going for.
So, yeah, a bit of pressure on this frame for Nick. He will not want Dave to go 3 ahead.
If that goes in, he'll be very happy. No.
It's a good shot. It's a good shot. Certainly opened at the other yellow as well, and the black though as well for Dave if he clears these reds up.
Dave's certainly got it in him to pot all these, but there's a little bit to do. You've got the red by the middle bag, which you need to get good positioning on that. You can potentially leave yourself the double. The black only goes into one pocket, which you've got to think about. I think he might have got lucky here that
I'm
the
not
cannon
sure he
means
has.
he's got the plant into the middle bag as an option.
It's a very, very tricky plant.
But what else is he going to do?
He might be able to
Potentially,
keep this red down here.
he
into
could
the
flick
bottom
off it and snooker behind
right. I
it.
think he's on the red into the bottom right, I think. But he won't want to play that.
He's tried to put the cat amongst the pigeons. They are all there for Nick. He's only got one challenging one, which is the yellow near the middle.
What,
He
the
might-
cat or the pigeons?
There's both going on, pigeons and
Okay.
cats. If that yellow passes the black into the middle, should be quite a straightforward clearance here for Nick. He's looking at trying to get positioning on this difficult yellow now by stunning it across. He's snooking
He
himself
didn't.
on everything.
No. Again, I think a little overthinking. He could have just dropped it in, and it'd have been dead straight. Yes, the white would have been closer to the pocket, but you'd be on the ball.
Oh, and he's brought the black out. All Dave needs to do is
And the yellow's gone safe.
don't overthink these, just roll them in, Dave.
And this is potentially another frame where Nick's just fallen for the last, even before the last hurdle, and just given Dave a glorious opportunity.
When you're not playing too well, you need your opponent to be giving you chances
You
just
need
to get over the
tighten
line.
up a bit as well, not go all out. I think if Nick changed his, because Nick's got it in the locker, we know he has. But I think you adapt to how the match is going.
I've just noticed my pal's logged on to the stream, Matt Moore, all the way from, I think he lives in Aylesbury Way.
Oh,
You're,
yeah,
you're
Matt.
worldwide over there, Matt.
Yeah, I am. Has he missed that? Oh, it's just crept in. Just crept in.
Couple of roll-ins. There's the first.
Nice pot up.
This is missable.
And this is to go 3 ahead.
This is a difficult shot. Bridging over the cushion. It's definitely missable. This is where you want to take your time. And he's
Nicely done.
5-2
Dave
is
takes
a
the
commanding
3.
lead now.
It is.
Looks
Yeah.
like it's 4-2 on the other table. And that's to Ant, isn't it? 4-2. So it's going in the way of
No,
Dave
it's
at the moment.
4-2 to Chris. Chris is the white score. And it's the black one on the left.
So it's in Chris's hands at the moment.
So at the moment, everything is going just as Chris would like. And there is a possibility that Nick could potentially start the night top and finish third, and not go into the season next season. He'll obviously be trying his hardest to ensure that doesn't happen, but he needs to change something, I think, because it's just not quite working at the moment. He needs to hang back a little bit in certain points of a frame when it's not guaranteed.
There's a lot of players out there that I know that might be taking a little mini break now just to
Yeah,
restock themselves.
well, I'm one of them.
I know Sammy's got it in him and a few players like Jenks, etc.
Yeah,
Because when there's a lot riding on it, you need to just, and you're allowed to have a little mini
yeah.
break.
Plus, we're at the halfway point of the match,
Dave changed his break and it's the same result.
and it's just about legal. 3 balls went past, red, yellow, and black.
It's the first proper chance Nick's had.
So, so considering it was a bit of a mishit break, they've actually split quite nicely. But you have to be very intricate with your shots.
It's the first chance Nick has had at the table, really, to try and get a frame back. So far, so good.
And I'll be stepping away for a couple of minutes. I need to get a drink. Would you like a drink, Dan?
I'm okay, actually. Thank you,
Okay.
Anthony. So both tables, you've got one player that's starting to walk away. You've got 4-2 with Chris. Dave here is 5-2. It's a shame that only 2 people can go up this season for this league because I think that the amount of effort and time that you put in, you want to see people, get rewarded for that. But there's still a lot that can happen. Of these 3 players, any 2 of them can go up. Nick came into this particular match the favourite to go up, but I think Dave would have been quietly confident in his ability. The particular cloths here take a bit of getting used to, and I think that Nick doesn't play on them very often. So one of the big sort of tips I would say is if you want to do well in this particular league, you're going to have to practice on these tables as much as possible because they're not the same as playing on a normal pub table. They definitely play different. I know Dave has got a table in his back garden, in his man cave, where he's got this particular cloth. So he gets plenty of frames on this style, and I think it's starting to prove worthwhile because he's started to get into a rhythm before Nick. And if he continues the way he is, I think he'll get promoted along with Chris. I've just looked to my left, and Dave's brought his best friend and his wife, and they're not even watching the game. They're so deep in conversation at the moment. But maybe that's what Dave needs. That's the pressure off because there's nothing like just playing freely without that pressure. You'll have to watch it back. You have to watch it back. A lot of these clearances that we're seeing today have been very complicated. There's not really been many open tables to try to finish the frame in 1 or 2 visits. I think that's one of the key things talking about breaks is that for you to get better or to be confident on the table, you need to have those good breaks just to give you that space around the table to move around and pot some balls. I'm not 100% sure if every yellow passes. I think there's still a little bit of work to do. So you might be thinking about playing a safety here. You could cover the bag. and then just get Nick to do something with the red up the table. Okay, what's he going to do now? He's only really pushing the black safe even more. Can't see all yellows being safe out of this. No. It's not the worst shot. It just means that there's going to be a few more visits on this particular frame. But when you're playing for the win, sometimes you've got to be able to play that slow game as well as keep going for pots. Nick's deciding to leave this red here near the cluster, so Dave doesn't have an easier go at it when he gets to the table. He doesn't want that to go in, and it has. It's things like that you need to be making sure that the red stays out on the table so you can come back for it later, because now he's obviously got to try and get out of this. And if he doesn't, then he would have left Dave a ball in hand. However, it's a pretty good attempt. That's probably the best case scenario here. A couple of good shots from Dave, and the frame's gone. That's not too bad, but he is gonna give Nick an attempt at potting this now. I probably would have gone for the other yellow, roll that down. So if you pot it, you're on the next yellow. If you don't, then there's not really a pot on for Nick. He's probably going to be playing a soft double, leaving himself either cut into the middle for the black or a double on the black. This is where you need to know your angles for a double. He's been playing long enough, and I know he knows how to double, that you just got to trust your gut with it. But you don't want to hit it too hard because you'll end up rattling it. Oh, he's not done either. Oh, I'm not sure about that particular shot because he's just given Dave options. If you go for the pot in this situation, when Nick was on the red, at least you're giving yourself a chance to win the frame. But now you've just given your opponent the chance to determine the result. Now you've got to be going for a pot here. If there's a treble that I'd be looking at, because I don't think that red pots into the middle naturally. You've got to trust yourself here, Nick. He's done it again. He's not going for any of these pots. He's putting too much control into your opponent's hands. They've both been really respectful of each other here, making sure that each other know which balls they're going for. And that is the etiquette, obviously, that you would want to see. You don't want that ambiguity of not knowing what someone's going for, if the ball's off the cushion or not. So it's good to see. Is Nick going to do a similar shot, or is he going to try and go for a pot here? It's not the worst shot ever, but again, you're not leaving yourself many options when you come back to the table. Dave's done the smart thing. He's let Nick come back to the table with a long shot. And when you leave this sort of distance, anything could happen. Anything could pop out. So I'd be putting Dave as favourite in the frame right now. So he's brought the red out. which, seems good, but you want to be bringing that white ball out all the way back up the table, which he's done. So all Dave has got to do is pot this, and he's naturally on the red, on the black, and he'll be 6-2 up. That's where you've really got to be concentrating on the pot there, and Nick's got away with it.
And this will be a very welcome frame for Nick.
It's probably one of the worst frames that Nick's played, but he's got away with it. So now he needs to be using his momentum. The shot before that from Dave, I think you don't think about positioning the blacks over the pocket. You
Yeah,
just go all in on the pot.
yeah,
But you've got to overcut that one rather than
yeah.
undercut it.
No, I agree. I agree.
The fact that it's now 5-3 and not 6-2, I think Dave will be kicking himself.
And what could play a factor tonight as well is that with Chris being 4-2 up at the moment on table 7, it looks like this game is going to be finished before the other game. So Chris will potentially know what he needs to do in the latter stages of that match, if it is that he still has a chance to.
What does Dave need
Finish
to
tough.
do to get promoted? Just win or by a big margin?
So
We've finally seen a good break.
so if Dave wins 9-5, he goes above Nick. So then it doesn't matter what happens on the other table.
I think Dave cares more about getting promoted than he does the money. So
Yeah,
Dave just needs to keep doing what he's doing. That last frame will hurt him a little bit. He just needs to get over it as soon as possible.
wow,
And Dave straight in.
that's potentially a costly miss. That
Although, what's your first ball here? There's not really a pot on. The red at the top is the only one that looks like it's on. This might be the first time that they've gone for different colours as well.
this could be no. If he'd have potted that red, then no. But I think the last one was actually because I was out of the ring, but didn't Dave go yellows? So that was the first. That was the first frame. It took 8 frames for them to go different colours. And I did say, in the frame before that if Nick wanted to change anything to try and get a frame on the board, he should go for a different
So it was
colour set.
it was basically already decided.
Yeah,
As soon as the colours
Yeah.
were decided.
exactly.
Nick's
Just,
missing things he normally wouldn't.
Yeah, he's just won the frame. He's back in, just a bit more composure, I think. Looked a bit snatchy, that shot, I think. Chris has a black to go 5-2 up. No, not quite.
It's gone a bit cagey over here again. I think both of them know that every frame is counts now.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a nice shot, that is.
Even though he just apologised to Dave for the cannon,
Yeah.
might be walking around being like, meant that bad boy.
Yeah, I certainly wouldn't have apologised for that little cannon.
You make your own luck, don't you?
Yeah. And it was kind of the way that the white was going anyway.
Yeah. So he's got one challenge in yellow. It might
Which
sneak into the middle bag.
It does. It's a lot further off the cushion than you think, and I've learned that from streaming all this season that the camera angle doesn't necessarily show
just want to be potting these so slow. Just let it drop in. No weight. Yeah, he's now made that impossible to pot.
Now that yellow's a bit tougher, but I think it does still go.
I think he can see this yellow
Yeah,
into the corner.
he can, yeah. He'll be looking to take this off the. Yeah, it's a nice shot. That is. Played that well.
Does it drop into the middle now, or is he going up
I
top?
think it does. I think it still does drop into the middle. I think it's about an inch off of the cushion.
Oh, he's
That's a
done
lovely
really
pot.
well.
Shot.
Really well.
It's a lovely, lovely pot that from Nick. And he's still fighting.
Yeah, huge frame this one.
Yeah,
Potting it.
nicely done. Nicely done that from Nick. And he's starting to show what we know he can do as well.
In the 9 frames, I think that's the most potted balls in a row we've seen.
Yeah.
I think that was about 5 or 6.
5, yeah.
5-4. So Dave can only give one more frame away.
Judging by the way the other match is going.
Are you somebody that in this scenario you want to know what's going on around you, or do you like to just lock in?
I'd just like to concentrate on my own work, you know.
I'm quite curious.
It's
I'll
hard.
be looking over there wanting to
Yeah.
know.
It's hard, and trust me, they'll both be looking at that iPad knowing what the score is.
Yeah.
It's that temptation. That was a better break, that, from Dave. That's
Still
the red,
dry.
not quite. It's gone dry. But again, you know, a couple of dodgy, difficult reds and a couple of yellows too. So, but yeah, I'll be going reds here. Absolutely. Needs to develop
Brought
one
one
of
of
them.
the hard ones out, hopefully. With just one more difficult red, which is on the cushion. It could be using the momentum now.
Yeah.
And he can do it. He has got it in him to dish. But
Right.
he's also got a miss in him.
Yeah. But he's got the upper hand, you know. He's on the right colour set. Dave's got a lot of work to do here. That's a nice shot.
Yeah, I'm happy with that. That's
Yeah,
a
it's good.
smart shot. He's brought his
That's
yellows out.
that's match play, that is.
So Dave plays a lot at the hustle and the Bradmore competitions where the format is first to 4 or
Yes.
20 minutes.
25-minute things, isn't it? Yeah.
Dave has loads of match play experience. He usually does quite well, actually.
Yeah. And the frame's just opening up a little bit now. All the balls go in one pocket or another on both. Oh, whoa!
It's cagey. It's like first
It
frame again.
is.
There's something about this format that you see a lot of caginess
You
in
do.
matches.
You'll see a couple of flowing frames, and then there'll be one cage and one thrown in. Sometimes it's not designed that way. It's just the way that the frame's gone. But then the more you're playing in that frame, it just tends to get cagier and cagier. It's hard to get out of it. You then don't know when to pull the trigger on it.
Yeah, in match play, there's
If you're looking to top this through and then take the yellow on the cushion. Wow.
Chris has just missed the black into the middle on the other table. And that would have clinched his promotion, I think.
Wow. Yeah, Ant's got a chance to clear up and bring one back.
So it's not the best shot ever, but there is an angle here to bring that red out if he plays the top red into the corner. You just roll that through.
Yeah, I like that.
He's done one bit. I think if he would have potted it, that red would have come out.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Dave's got a chance. The whoever wins the next couple of frames is going to determine the outcome of the league. So every frame is important, and I think they're both quite aware of that.
Yeah. Yeah, we're getting to the money end now, aren't we, of the frame. The last 5 frames. It can either go drastically one way or it can stay close.
Sometimes when it's cagey, there's almost that security of knowing that you're going to get back to the table, which I think some people like.
Yeah.
Chris has just potted the black and the
Chris has
white.
just lost that frame.
He's cannoned the black onto a yellow, really good shot, but the white's gone all the way up and down the table.
Yeah. Yeah, that's hard lines, that is.
Is that white
And
in
has
the pocket?
Dave done the same? No.
The pendulum of the league of these top 3 players, I think, keeps changing as we watch it unfold.
It is, isn't it? It's still quite nicely balanced.
I like what Dave was thinking.
Yeah,
He
I
was
like
trying
that.
to get rid of it. Red.
He'd have got rid of that. I think he'd have been in the driving seat.
So he's got to decide between putting the one in the middle, he's not guaranteed position, putting this one in the corner, or rolling that red at the top. Sometimes having too many decisions.
Too much bridging involved. Rolling the one at the top. I'll be going for middle here.
Yeah, and it means Dave's coming back to the table. Dave's got options. I get why he
that was going to
decided.
come back in snooker then.
I get why he's decided to do that because his hardest ball is out, but the black is still hampered, and Dave won't be bringing that out for a while.
No.
So in terms of a pot, that was delicious, but it's not really adding much value to the table.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't blame him for just reining it in a little bit there.
But you've left Nick one choice, and that's to go for the hard red.
But
there's not really a shot to come back to.
Yeah, he could potentially just try and put the white bow up near this bottom left pocket. It's good effort, but he's left him plumb.
Yeah, but again, those 2 yellows, they don't go anywhere.
No.
And Dave won't want to be touching them yet.
No.
It's a bit of a game of chicken at the moment.
Chicken?
Yeah, whoever goes first could win or lose it. So you don't want to go first.
Yeah. He almost put that red safe. Just bounced out.
Dave's got to be thinking long term about this frame. It's not about potting now. It's about
He could
setting yourself up for later.
He could flick that yellow.
Could he pot this yellow and then roll the yellow in the middle into the red, pot it, and leave the white ball snooker?
I was thinking about flicking the first of the 2 yellows by the pack and bringing the white back round behind the yellow near the cushion.
You see the shot I mentioned where he pots this yellow,
Mm.
and then the yellow behind the black, you pot the red, and then you snooker.
I'm not. Can he?
Oh, he's gone
Oh,
really
he
attacking.
did.
And in terms of the game of chicken I just said, Dave went first.
He did. He went first. It's getting juicy.
He was all right. Yeah, how much did I bring you on it?
These are now a bit of a gimme for Nick, and 5-all is quite a big deal on this match. It's Nick's to lose, and he's already, in my opinion, chose the wrong order of these balls. Because the angle of this isn't great. He could cannon the yellow, the white ball, he could lose the white ball altogether and not get on this middle.
It's just a nice little thin cut, this, isn't it? White will come near the middle of the. Yeah.
He's played it well.
And you can almost play this as if you want to go into the yellow as well. Could use the yellow here to stop the white if you wanted to, but
He's overplayed it, and the white ball could go in off here. So he's got to think about it a bit.
it's on the cards, isn't it?
I'm just looking at the other table, and Chris has got a bit cagey. He's missing more than he was
He's
before.
digging, which makes the pot more difficult.
He's missed it.
And that was what happens.
And now Dave's got a little bit to think about because he knows that there's not really a pot on for Nick, but these next few shots could determine the outcome of this match.
Yeah. What would you do here, Dan? Would you just play this yellow long and put it over the bag at the bottom?
Yeah, I think so. I'd be getting as close to a rattle as I could, but that's even better. He's played
That's
snooker.
it's a great shot. He was focusing more on the white than the yellow covering the bag.
It is easy to get out of,
But it might develop the yellow.
Yeah, exactly.
And the black.
So I think Dave's gone in front in this frame.
He's out of it. It's a good hit, but it's done what we said, hasn't it?
The important thing is he's left the black on the cushion. So
Yeah.
he's given himself a chance.
So again, you could flip this yellow half ball, put the white on the bottom cushion.
Yeah, you've got that.
If you do this,
you go for it, or do you go safe?
If he's playing this, he needs to make sure he's on the next ball.
Is he bringing the black out now, Dave? He is.
And he is on the next ball. He's got a choice of two, as it happens.
A little bit left-hand side. He gets back on the middle bag. He wants to leave himself straight on this next yellow, which he's done. So as long as he's careful now with the white ball.
So under the circumstances, that's a good pot.
Do you try and get the white ball as close to the black as possible, or just go for the pot?
I would.
He's just gone for the pot.
I would just do that.
I don't like this at all. This is not an angle.
But he did this earlier, and he was quite comfortable leaving distance between the cue ball and the
I think I would have gone up and down just to try to get it closer for that exact reason.
Now as it landed, he might have got
away with it, I think.
I mean, I love a cut, but I might even turn this one down.
Yeah, I wouldn't be going for this. I would just be hitting it in the middle, leaving the white next to it. So there's nothing. He's going for the cut. Wow, Nick's got some gonads on him.
Wow. What a cut that was. Very good cut that is from Nick. He's back level from being 5-2 down.
Yeah, that just shows you how the pendulum can swing.
Yeah. We're back level with 4 to play. Meanwhile, on the other table, Chris has 2 reds and the black left. Let's try and go 6-3 up.
I wonder what break we're going to see from Nick this time. Has he learnt his lesson, or is he gonna
It's a very good
do it
pot
the
that
same?
is from Chris. I'm assuming that black goes past that yellow.
Have you ever thought about doing like odds on people going up and down, giving people a chance to put a bit of a stake on?
No, because I would lose a lot of money probably. I'm not that
The
kind of.
house always wins.
Yeah, I bet. Yeah. Yeah. So
I only asked that because I think Chris would have picked himself to have gone up at the beginning
yeah.
of the season.
Oh, he's rattled it. He's rattled it. It didn't go. He had to go cushion onto yellow to try and make it work, and it
Good
hasn't.
angle here to get onto that yellow.
Mixed on yellows, and they look very nice actually. Oh, that's a good shot from Ant on the other table.
Nick's flowing a little bit more.
Yeah. And Ant Barrett's pulling it back to 5-4. Suddenly
The pendulum has swung again.
things are looking a lot better for Nick Savins on both tables.
It's all going on. It's like the last day of the Premier League.
Yeah. Yes, Ryan, what a cut indeed. It was very much advantage salad fingers.
Looks like Dave's got a secret admirer there in Lucian, giving him the old heart piece.
Yeah. Yeah. Nick's just come a bit unstuck here.
Yeah. He's playing his first safety in a while. Oh, no, he's not. He's going for the pot. He's just lining up.
Right, saw what he did with a cut last time, and he's done it again. He's done it again.
And he's left himself another cut. Maybe just Nick needs a
Cutter Savins. The salad cutter.
He needs to cut his hair.
The salad finger cutter Savins.
Bet Ali's got a nickname or two for him. He does love
Tell
a
you
cut.
what,
He does love a cut. But what's he going to do with the black?
he hasn't thought about that just yet.
One shot at a time.
But it does double. If he can get the white down near that cluster of reds, it does double.
Yeah, it does.
And he's got a very tiny angle here, and if he punches it down,
The cutter looking at a punch. That's it's not the side he
Well,
wants. There's not a
it
shot on.
doesn't double that way, and it doesn't double in the middle anymore either.
I'll
Now
be surprised if he pots it, but I think he'll have a go.
he's trying to look how many cushions he needs to be
All
able
in
to
all
pot this
pockets.
black. Yeah.
Genuinely calling all pockets.
He is just.
Dave's
I
at
think
the table.
that was Lasher Savins in action. Then I think
That was a budget trim.
I think he was just, I'm going to send this black and see what happens, because it didn't go anywhere. And suddenly the reds all look very inviting indeed. Apart from the red near the top right.
Dave will be fancying himself here, but again, you've just got to be tactical. Like the red at the bottom there, perfect chance to snooker Nick. Bring that red out. You don't need to pot everything all the time. When's he gonna? Oh,
Lovely.
so he's gonna have to go for it now.
That was lovely, that was. And do you know what? I'll be playing this one he's playing now and getting on that one on the cushion. The reason why is that you could have brought the white over, not left him anything on the black if you missed it, but you had the red into the
I
middle.
think
if you
he's
did.
leaving himself with that last, and then he'll put the black in the middle bag. Is his plan, but he's missed
Oh.
already.
Well,
Yeah,
bit of a loose one that for
Think-
Dave. He was
think-
thinking about the white.
I think if Nick gets one more frame, Dave can't go up. So I think Dave knows how important that was.
Dave can go up if he betters Chris's result by 2 frames.
Yeah, Nick's potted.
That was a great pot by Nick. Suddenly, he's 4 on the bounce.
Dave, I think, is going to be a bit gutted by that.
He's got a bit of meat on his salad fingers now.
This is probably one of the moments that you want to take yourself away. Again, just have a little
Yeah.
conversation with yourself.
Yeah, if I was Dave, I'd probably just have a few minutes and just be like,
Because you're in your head. You just go up and reckon and play again. Get the last frame out of your system.
yeah.
And he's not won one in what, 5?
Well, it's 4 on the bounce he's lost now.
Yeah. To be stopping that rock.
He's made a pot.
Potted from the break, and he's got options. And yellows look the best by far.
It's a shame because if that red's for say near the black one in the middle, I would say that reds were the colour. But it's not, so he might have to just go yellows here.
Yeah, I think he's going to pot a few balls and deal with it afterwards, but he's really not getting the run of the ball at the moment.
No. Something a bit aside or hit it a bit thinner and he would have gone round the back.
Nothing that Dave's trying is working at the moment.
No. There's only 3 frames left. Nick's that focused in the game. He just had to ask what colour ball he was on. It's understandable. Sometimes you're thinking a lot about things and you actually forget things like that. I've done it before, I know that.
I'm just looking at Nick's cue. He's probably got one of like an Argos cue there, but it just
It
shows
looks
you.
like one that you played with in the 80s.
Yeah, it's got 2 different shades of brown on it. But
Varnished.
I think, you know, Ken Doherty,
Mm.
he played his whole career with like a £20 cue
Yeah.
and won the world title. So
Yeah.
you've got all these people spending hundreds, if not thousands, on cues.
The legend of Bicester, Brian Carroll, is another one. Had the same cue for, it's been 30 years.
I've never spent too much on a cue. The one I've got now, I inherited from a snooker club that was closing down.
Yeah.
In one of those, one of those boxes, cue boxes. I just picked it up. Was that a foul? Is the question.
Yeah, it was a foul.
I don't think they've
Dave and Nick have had a chat.
agreed that it wasn't.
They had a chat, so they must have. It might have just feathered it on its way.
It might have touched on the way in and on the way out.
Yeah.
Chris has potted the white over
Right then,
over
Dave,
the
you need something
table,
to happen now.
and he's just slammed his cue on the floor. I think he's getting a bit frustrated with his performance at the minute.
Who's that?
Chris potted the
Chris.
white ball, he's getting a bit frustrated. Ant looks very cool, calm, and collected. I think it's Ant towards the bottom of the table, is he?
He is, yeah. He's had a difficult season this season. Hoping that he'll come back stronger next season.
I was going to bring up like the mentality of matches. On that table, you've got one person that's playing something and one person that's not. 2 different energies and atmospheres.
Yes, yeah. No, absolutely. It's a nice plot by Dave to get the white down there, but can he see this yellow? Because I tell you what, he can see this yellow to chip it in the bottom right. It could open up this frame.
We can definitely see the yellow by the black. I think that will either cause a bit of damage or pot the
I think it
red.
goes. I think it goes.
It's gone that way,
Oh, it's gone
and
that-
he's left a few options for Nick. It's a little
I
bit
just-
like tennis at the moment.
Yeah, and I just think that yellow that was down near this bottom right, it did stop that red, which is by the yellow below the black. It stopped that red from going into both pockets, and now he's freed it up. Sometimes you do have to think very tactically about, I don't want to move that ball because it's impeding the opposition, even as much as it is the right ball. If you want to try and make a clearance, sometimes you just
And
have to
it's
hold.
just levelled it 5-all on the other table.
It's 5-all. Wow. We still do not have a clue who will be winning this league and who will be going up.
Well, by the looks of it, I think Nick's secured his place to be promoted because he was leading the charge, and he's got 6 frames already in this.
Yeah, but he can.
Oh,
Yeah, I think it does. Yeah. So Nick's secured that he's going up.
but it's just who's
It's
joining
all
him.
about who's joining him. Yeah. I mean, a draw for Dave here, and an Ant Barrett 8-6 win would be enough for Dave.
No, knowing Dave, he just wants to
He
get
just
back
needs to
on the
be-
board.
Yeah.
I think
I'll
Nick
tell you
wants
what,
to
he's got a nice
win the league.
angle here to top it through. He might be getting close to the black though.
He's got it in him. I know he has. There you go.
Oh no,
It's the best
it
shot
was
he
a lot.
plays.
It was a lot straighter than I thought. That was a
Just
great shot.
2 dollies. Don't overthink the positioning. Make sure of the pot.
All in. All in. Don't worry about the white.
Take your time. Take your time. It's a big shot. It's a big, big shot.
You're going to be leaving it if you don't pot it. So just make sure you pot it.
Yeah. He'll be buzzing if he pots this. And he has.
Yeah, it's a good shot. We are back level again, 6-all.
There's a lot going on. I can see the tension in a lot of the players. Ant's pretty chilled over there, but he's delivering, he's performing.
And they haven't put that. He hasn't put his last frame on. It's still showing 5-4, but it is in fact 5-all.
Yeah. Right, if Nick can get a good break here and win this frame, he'll really seal the top of this division. It's definitely the best break so far, I think.
Yeah. Yeah. And I just wonder what that frame might do for Nick as well, because it's kind of stopped the flow, hasn't it?
Yeah, there's a lot riding on this frame.
This frame is huge. This frame is huge.
How many points off Nick is Chris?
4.
Yeah. So it looks like Nick's going to clinch this title. I wouldn't be surprised if there's 2 draws, 7-all, 7-all,
Now then,
which mean that there's no change in league position.
yeah, it could be that these both finish level, but it's certainly been had a few twists and turns. I mean,
What's your
Chris
record?
over there was 5-2 up, and it's now 5-all. Dave Gray was 5-2 up over here. It's now 6-all.
What's your record viewership?
In the Poolcast Singles League, I think it was mid-40s,
Oh, you were at 23 before.
which is great for a lower league stream. I think it really is. It's great to have anyone watching, but
Well, a lot of the pool
to be in
players
the
are here
20s,
as well. That quite a bit.
exactly. You know, I can think of half a dozen over there that'd be watching. But no,
Well, Thursday's a big night for pool these days. The Oxford League. There's so much pool going on. It's nice. It used to just
yeah,
be one night a week.
yeah, that's it. Used to just be Bicester League on a Monday night, and that was it. Used to have the Kidlington League on a Tuesday night back in the day,
Way back when.
way back when. But now it's few people play Banbury on a Tuesday because that's on a Tuesday. Aylesbury League's on a Wednesday, which is localish, and then you've got Oxford on a Thursday.
Who do you reckon plays the most amount of leagues? Terry?
Oh, without a doubt.
Fryer loves his
Paul.
pool. He's just clinched his place in the league as well, hasn't he? In Div A again.
Yeah. So it's only Mark Anderson going down in Division A. Dave's just held back a little bit there.
Smart shot from Dave, that.
It is if he hasn't given him sight of the red in the middle, but I think he has. But he's not going for it. Maybe you can't see it fully enough to pass it.
That's not a bad shot either.
Not a bad shot. It's just made the black a bit trickier as well. And we're back to a cagey frame.
Any surprise new entries?
We're still like 15 minutes away from the 2-hour mark, so it's not going to be the longest match of the season that I've streamed.
Any surprise new faces in the league that we didn't have last?
You got the godfather of Bicester is entering.
Who's that?
John Bland.
Okay, that's a great shot for
Sorry,
him.
do you say who's the godfather of Bicester Pool League?
Yeah, I was thinking somebody else.
Everyone knows that's John Bland.
He's got quite a few nicknames.
Oh, Blast, yeah.
Baldy.
No one calls him Baldy. No one calls him Baldy.
Anyone else?
So in the Bs, we've got John Bland. We've got Dylan, young Dylan. He's joining.
Yeah.
Got Ant Illingworth. He's joining. Tony Hicks. And there's one more. Can't remember.
You could probably, if
But
you really
the
another league.
the Bs and well, possibly could.
There was 128 people entered the Bicester singles.
Yeah, I know. But that's just, you know, a vast array of people entering that, and they probably like the lower races as well, where it's just race to three.
I know who else was entered. Bawley.
Hmm?
Bawley enter?
No,
No.
no. Gav Vincent,
Okay. What league's he gone into?
he's in the Bs.
He's a couple of people there that fancy themselves to go in the A's next season.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I've said it to a number of people in the group chats this season that it's such a strong league this year. The Bs, the Cs, the Ds, and even some of the people in the E's as well. Certainly, overall, a much stronger season coming up, which is great.
Well, yeah, it sort of has a knock-on effect for the standard of the county team, the interleague team, if
Exactly.
everyone's getting better.
And I've said it before. How many of the lower league players get to play races that are competitive of 14 frames? A lot of them are just used to best of fives in the Bicester singles.
I never asked you this. Why did you choose 14 frames?
I wanted it to be. I just felt that
Great shot from Dave.
that is a great shot.
I think he might have an angle here to cannon the red out.
I think he could.
And the black.
No, I think if he plays the yellow,
I think that's the angle there, though, to pot the yellow near the black and bring him out.
pots the yellow in the middle and then plays the yellow off the black, it'll bounce the black out.
He's giving himself a chance here.
I mean, again, angles are deceiving, but if he can pop this,
he's going to go all out. But he could rattle it. He could rattle it, but he went for it.
Oh, has he got fortunate in it?
I think for me that was one of those instances where you play safe, come back to the table later.
Tell you what, Nick needs to be careful here.
Oh, I can see Chris getting frustrated over there. He's potted another white.
Good pot from Nick there. He only had half a pocket. Who's new in the seas, Mr. Poolcast? I will tell you.
There's been a fair few dropouts. I think people realise that there is a bit of a commitment that you've got to give every couple of weeks to this. So,
yeah.
And this summer, people are just busy, right? They're busier than they are in the winter.
Exactly.
Chris is hitting the table. I think he's had a bit of bad luck. I think the realisation that he might not get promoted is hitting him, but it's still all to play for. So you want to keep going.
And at least Dave's got his yellow out now, and not left him anything easy.
It's a good shot from Nick.
Good shot from Nick. New players in the seas. We have Gary McNally, Matty Hawkins, Charlie Elliott, and Jordan Bedford. Plus those that are coming down from the Bs, which is Jono, Cookie, and Sally. And you also have two of these three people playing tonight.
All three from the Bs that are going down, are they staying in next season?
It's a bit cheeky, Mark. It's a bit cheeky. Dan got promoted to the A's, I'll have you know.
Mark, I got promoted, you cheeky git.
What did you say, Dan? Sorry, before that?
Of all the players that got relegated from the Bs, are they staying on in the C League next season? Chris, Sally, and Jono?
They're in the C's.
They're continuing on?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. So, it's a good shot there by me. It's just a bit heavy, that by Dave. But there's still some work to do. Still some work to do here for Nick.
Are you potting it and getting the white ball across twice, or are you squaring into the black?
I am doing exactly that. I'm just cutting it in 2 cushions.
Well, he's left himself, but he loves a cut, doesn't he?
He does love a cut, and potentially, if he gets the pace right, he might not leave anything on the yellow.
It's cagey on both tables at the moment. They're both
got
a similar amount of balls on the tables. Oh, and potting off lampshade.
What's
left
the pot
himself
that
a
was?
black.
And Barrett is about to go 6-5 up against Chris. Chris is not happy.
I think the realization across the whole of Bicester that anyone could still go up here.
Yeah.
Very tentative. Chris is feeling a little bit. Oh, it's a great shot from Dave.
It will be tough in the seas, Mark. Very tough.
You've hurt my
And the
feelings,
B.
Mark, I'm afraid. Gonna have to
Bees will be tough as
come into
well.
some better.
Kieran will find that out as well. He's just joined us.
That was yellow first.
That was yellow first. Yeah. Fair play, Nick. You didn't hesitate to say
So
ball in
you
hand.
think that this is a gimme, but where the black is, you have to be plumb on the position.
You just roll it through. Dead straight, roll it.
I've sinned. I've messed this up many occasions.
I don't
You
see
overthink it.
I don't see the need to develop it.
No. Stun it across, but
You should be
you under or over there.
I mean,
Double kissed it.
wow. That's a double kiss that you don't mind seeing, right?
Dave needs to be
And
putting his
Dave
lottery on.
is now 7-6, sorry.
This is the
Oh.
last frame.
And this is the last frame, and how much is riding on this frame?
Bring the league up. I want to see what's
Oh
going
my
on.
days.
Let's have a little sneak, see what's going on.
So I don't need to see the league. I can tell you now. Dave's guaranteed 8 points. And currently Chris Heel has only got 5. So he's already 2 above Chris.
So Dave is currently second.
Yes. But if every frame that Chris Hill wins, if they're level, basically, Chris goes up on wins.
There's still all to play for.
Yes. It will not be over until the final frame on the other table is done. I think.
Reading the room, Dave's got a spring in his step, and I can see Chris is feeling the heat.
Well, Chris has lost 4 on the trot on that table.
I don't think Ant got the memo here to let Chris steamroll it.
Loves gate crashing a party, doesn't he? But still, Chris can win these next 3 frames, and he's up.
I think most leagues have had some big upsets on them.
But this frame now is huge. This frame now is huge for
Dave.
for Dave. For Nick. Dave, sorry, yeah, Dave. I'm on about. Because if he can get the win, then it means that Chris Hill cannot lose another frame. If Dave wins this frame,
Yeah, and
Chris Hill has to win.
now.
Has to win his last 3. Oh, evening blast. Just talking about you being in the Bees next season. Oh. Yeah.
Nick's won that.
So Nick Savins hasn't won it yet because he's 4.
With the 6 points? Is that not correct?
Yeah, no, he's 4 basically. No, Nick has won it. It's what it is. It's about who's going up.
Yes, but Nick's won.
But Nick's won, yes.
Yeah.
But it's who's going up. That's what we're discussing. Bobby Hines. Good evening, fella. Or good morning.
All the way from Thailand. He's 6 hours ahead.
Yeah. Wow.
So
You've
he's
got up early, Bobby.
3 a.m. He's obviously been on the beers. Probably playing pool out there.
Probably hasn't gone. I hope you're doing all right, Bobby. Hope you're looking after yourself.
I played a little bit of pool out in Thailand. It's not the same. It's
No.
it's 9 ball tables. You
Yes.
don't really get looked after.
Yeah, Bobby, it's still struggling on them.
And the locals are extremely good, and they like to play you for drinks. So expect.
And how much
spend
is a
bit of
drink
money.
over there?
Oh, The locals are the ladies, and they play for shots.
All right, okay.
It's a whole thing. Bobby will tell you more.
So, Nick is yellows, Dave is reds, and I still can't tell you who's got the upper hand in this frame.
Well, this has been a classic frame that we've seen across the match, to be honest. A lot of balls safe, with a lot of visits left. I think if I'm Dave here, knowing how important the frame is, I'd be slowing it down,
Yeah.
not giving Nick much table time.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't rush your pots, even if you know it's a gimme. Just slow it down. Strongly suggest now Dave does not give Nick much table time. There's no shot clock on this, so just slow it down a bit. They're both just chomping at the bit to get the
Yeah.
frame finished.
They are. It's good news, Bobby. I can't remember the last time I went to bed at 3 in the morning.
I think Dave just potted the white. He's
That's
away with it, but he doesn't want to be putting it there. Sounds like Mark Taylor's got a story or two to say about Thailand. Oh, the recovery shot there from Dave
That was a lovely shot that from Dave.
It's nice,
and
but again,
there's
he's
potentially 3 shots here. It back doubles.
It does
the
back
red
double.
back doubles.
you got to be stunned.
And the black goes in all 6 pockets. So
Naturally, you'd want to cut it, but the white ball's moving away from the difficult red.
yeah.
If that goes in, that's a great shot.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
just made it.
Yeah,
It did feather the cushion on the way up,
these
but it
two
was
shots
it was
here
slow
would
enough.
be the difference between him getting promoted or not.
Yeah. Yeah. So, what an important frame.
This is
Shot
huge.
this
This is
is.
huge, and
He's got it.
He's missed it.
Oh, I thought it was just gonna go in. Oh, but as we all know, it's not over yet.
You can read how much these people care about this. Their faces are
It
bright
is
red.
not over yet. And that's ball in hand.
Oh, he's
didn't hit a
not touched the
cushion.
cushion.
He didn't
You
hit a
do not want
cushion.
to be doing that. Nick's just said he's a bag of nerves, bless him.
Well,
And that's what
he probably hasn't worked out that he's won the league. Nobody's told him that he's won the league.
That's true.
And no one should tell him.
I'm surprised they haven't got the league table out and not told him already, but
again, sometimes you're that focused. Lovely shot from Dave, and this
he should
this
sink
black
this. Take your
could-
time. No pace on it.
This black
Dead
could
weight.
send him up.
And he's
rattled it. He's rattled it.
It's a lot of tension in the room.
Wow.
Anyone would think he'd be playing for the World Championship.
Well, this is bigger.
Bigger.
Yeah. This
The
is
World
bigger.
Poolcast.
Absolutely bigger. This is. You know, even world titles don't get viewers from
You've got to
Thailand.
be going for this.
You know, coming in.
I watched a bit of the podcast. Did you see my
Can he
my name
get
pop
this?
up
Can
on
he
the
get
viewing?
close to this? Oh, he's
Oh,
flipped it,
yeah,
but
yeah.
didn't stop it from going in.
But 50% of Nick's balls are safe, so I think he'll be getting another shot.
Yeah. But Wow, he's certainly in control in this frame. Now, I think, with that shot.
A little bit of a hit and hope here, I think. He doesn't know what's going to happen with the white ball or.
That was possibly the worst outcome. You would have made sure you were nowhere near that yellow.
A shot like that now is taking all the control that they've had out of it.
It's, I mean,
It's now going to be the result on the other table that's going to determine the outcome of the league.
Yeah. Because Chris will know that I mean, to be fair, Chris still needs 2.
Yeah.
He still needs 2.
He's not looking particularly confident at the moment.
No.
I can see Nick potting these and it being a 7-all.
And I did call 7-all, to be fair.
Yeah, I can see this being 7-all.
I called 7-all on this one, and I did actually call an 8-6 win for Chris on the other one, but it's not looking as likely as I thought it would. Oh, and it's just mishit. So, to get the draw for Nick.
And he's piling.
And he's got it.
7-all.
He's got the draw. He's got the 7-all. And it's now all on the table 7. And I'm going to see if I can zoom in because it all is on this, and Ant's gone in off. So we're going to try and zoom in on the other table. Bear with.
This is a huge frame for Chris. If he can win this one and the next one, he goes up. He's won that one.
I'm just going to see if I can get it a little bit.
Is that 6-all?
A little bit better. It is 6-all.
So just doing the maths, Anne, even if Chris loses now, the swing of points, is it big enough? Because Dave got 9 points and Chris has got 6 so far. No, Dave got 8 points out of that, didn't he? Dave's got 8 points out of this, and Chris has already got 6. So the worst case scenario is 2 points split difference. Yeah. So is it decided?
So basically, if Chris gets one more frame, he goes up.
But are they all level right now?
No. Right now, Dave Gray is 1 point ahead of him. But if Chris goes level with him, Chris goes up on most
Wow.
twins.
I've got a feeling Chris's confidence has just gone back up to where it needs to be, and I think he might even dish in this visit. So
Cheers, Mark. Thank you very much. We're just going to watch the end of Ant Barrett and Chris Hill. Chris needs one frame. If Chris gets one more frame, then Dave will not be getting promoted.
to be fair to Chris and Ant over there, there's been quite a lot of background noise. There seems to be quite a big Oxfordshire League match going on.
There's 2 Bicester teams playing each other in the Oxford League, and they've had a few drinks. They're getting a bit rowdy, but it's all in good spirits. But it can be off-putting.
Chris is walking around the table with a slightly different attitude to what he did a couple of frames ago, which can be all the difference. It's a mind game, Paul. Got a feeling Chris might do it in this frame. Chris has given himself a shot on the black. I'm not sure it cut, so I think we're looking at a double. If he pots this, he gets promoted. But he's given himself a great chance to win the frame anyway, even if he doesn't pot. Ant's got a lot to do.
Wow, even Sammy's getting excited by all this. Just must say something.
Nick's won the league. He's got money in his pockets to burn, so he's offering everyone a drink.
Nick, congratulations, mate.
Well done, Nick. We're just shaking his hand. He's buzzing. You can tell he's like a Cheshire cat. If Ali's watching, I think Ali would be like a proud dad. They would have been playing in the same league if Ali hadn't left the league. And has played a snooker, which is a good shout. That's a great escape. And he's put the white ball safe. I think Chris is the favourite at the moment. Ant's played a containing safety. If the white ball doesn't go in, which it has, that's such a shame. He's played a shot to
How lucky
nothing.
was it that he's covered that back?
I think he was going for that.
No, I know.
Shot to nothing.
No, I know. And it was a great shot. Very unfortunate the white to roll all the way down.
That could be the difference.
But it could have been a much simpler effort here. It's there.
And he's
It's
rattled
not there. It's not there.
So Ant's got to decide if he wants to play a snooker or two or just go for it. I think I'd be going for it at this point.
Without a doubt. You don't want to kick yourself afterwards, do you, that you should have gone for it?
It's in Ant's hand at the moment, but Chris has got 2 bites at the cherry to get promoted. I think Chris has realised the situation. I think he'd be a bit gutted if he didn't get one more framing and seal his promotion from here. But Ant has really stepped up, and he's really delivered today. I think he'll probably be a bit gutted with his performance throughout the league, but I think he'll be happy with how he's played today. And he's played a snooker, so he's playing really tactically. It's probably some of the best stuff I've seen across the 2 tables, the way Ant's playing. You're a bloody good man. You might as well jump on comms, Nick. Now you've been promoted at the top of the league. Nick Savins has just joined us. Anything to say, Nick?
Thank you everyone for tuning in to start with. Really appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed the really nervy pool. But the whole season, that doesn't quite reflect how I've been playing. I have actually been playing alright, but when the cameras are on, you feel the pressure. You play differently. You don't think properly, and part of the reason why I wanted to go on stream was just to get the experience of it. But it's good getting over the line. So thank you everyone for tuning in.
Well, what you probably didn't spot, or you might have been aware of, which actually puts another bit of pressure on, is what was going on the table next to you. That was very back and forth throughout, and you knew that you could go from first to third quite easily with how the results were going.
Yeah, I mean, I weren't really thinking about the first place. My aim was the promotion to start with.
Wait, Chris has got out of it, and
he's going to be throwing the chalk, because you should have when he complains and complains, and he'll throw the chalk.
But it's such a good escape. I think he might have won the frame with that shot, because if Ant can come back from here and pot and clear up, fair play to him.
If he's got an edge on that yellow in the middle, then we'll see.
Has he played another snooker? Or can he see it? Looks like it might be
we'll know if Chris is shaking his head.
Oh, he's got a gap. He's got a gap. All he needs is to touch it. And it goes in.
Jesus, and I presume he'll be promoted.
If he pots this, he's second and he gets promoted. He has.
And
that is that. One more frame, but in terms of the outcome of the league, it's been determined.
Yeah, and this one's just going to be a friendly knock now. But so that's Chris in second place. That's me in first. Yeah.
Nick Loveland has just consoled his friend Dave Gray, saying that they'll be playing in the same league as each other next season, which is super cute. One's fuming and one's buzzing.
Ultimately, it's missing that black possibly on the final frame against me, I think. But that's the fine margins in this league. Every match, that I've played, I think anyone could have beaten anyone. So it's good to get over the line.
Yeah, well, congratulations. Have you enjoyed the format, the 14 frames?
Yeah, I have. I actually do generally like every frame counts, because it makes you focus. Every frame matters, and you have to focus 100%. And there's been a couple of times where you can just slip if it gets to 8 and you've lost and you knock them about. It's not because it's mattering, and it's definitely worth it. But I'm glad it's gone to 3 points in my opinion. For the wins. If you get a win next season, you'll get 3 points. That's what I'm quite glad about.
So it just separates and rewards the win a bit more. Has there been any matches that have stood out for you that you've enjoyed the most, or maybe that you played the worst and were a bit surprised?
Well, my last match against Ben Croxford, I must admit I was 6-4 down and somehow got over line at 8-6. On the final frame, I was on the final ball and I accidentally snooked him twice. And it's these fine margins that's in this league, because Ben Croxford's beaten Chris Hill as well, and I believe he's mid-table. Again, it's his selections. He's really chosen this league well.
anybody just tuning in, we're now watching Chris Hill versus Ant Barrett. It's been quite a touch and go match. Ant has really delivered. His performance has probably been the best I've seen across the two tables. Chris needed to get 6 frames tonight to get himself promoted in second place, and he's just achieved that. So he'll be really happy with his performance. Chris has gone up in second place. Nick, to my right, has got himself promoted in first place. And yeah, it's been quite cagey. You've seen a lot of people play a little bit differently. Maybe they've known that they're on the camera, or they have sort of been really aware of the results they need to get promoted. But it just shows you what pool can do to you when you're playing in these types of environments.
Absolutely, absolutely. It's just been a completely nervy affair. I don't know if I will be rewatching it back because I was, but I think I might just to see what I can improve on. But again, all these streams that Ant's put on and everyone commentating, it's a great insight into everyone, and it's a good insight for everyone to watch and learn, whatever level you are.
I think the biggest takeaway that I took from yours was there was probably, out of 14 frames, 11 dry breaks.
Yeah, Dave, I think only potted once off his break, which is giving me a massive advantage when I'm getting at the table, and it'd be the difference really. I mean, he's let me get in. It was 6 times, but I believe against Tony, I think Dave's break was a bit dry, and Tony reverse dished him 3 or 4 times in his match. So it just shows you how big the break is. But I was absolutely struggling with the table, getting the triangle sorted in my match. The ball kept sticking to the triangle, and I think possibly if they had some smart racks here, possibly that might iron it out. But no. All in all, I thought the tables are playing great, and highly recommend coming down. Who's watching? I see my partner's watching. Must be to see what time I'm getting home.
Which one's your partner?
Samantha.
Well, that's nice.
Yeah, she's tuned in a few times by the looks of it. She must have got the kids to bed.
I think Chris is probably playing knowing that he's secured promotion, so the pressure's off a bit, but he's still doing what he can to win the frame.
I don't know if he knows our result on the table, but yeah.
Thanks for holding the fort down. Congrats, Nick, on winning the D's tonight.
Thank you, Ant. And I just wanted to say thank you to you for running the league and the amount of work you've been putting in. I think it's the amount you put in every day. It looks like you're on it, and
it's probably a lot less work than it is for you guys having to arrange all your matches. To be fair,
remember you're arranging your matches as well.
Yeah, I know,
And
but
congrats on your promotion as well.
Oh, thank you very much. Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm sure it'll be very hard next season.
So we've got, is it 7 leagues next season?
Yeah, seven leagues. We've lost the ladies' league, unfortunately. But we've got Open A down to Open G, and there's 27 new people and players in total.
Are they all BDPL players, or
Yeah.
Yep.
So there's a couple that haven't played in the BDPL, but they are playing this season in the BDPL. So there's a couple of them, and we also have one player that has played in the BDPL for many years, and
Grandfather rights.
Dave Crawford.
Oh yeah.
So Dave has been invited, and yeah, he played BDPL for 20-25 years.
Yeah, absolutely. So he should. The amount you've contributed over the years, for sure.
He's earned he's earned the chance to play in this.
So 12, is it 12 in a
So
league
12
again?
in a league, there's 84 players in total.
And again, is
kicks
it
off on June 29th.
and is it every 2 weeks fixtures again?
Yes.
Yeah.
So same as last time. We'll be using Rackamap next season. So you'll be inputting the score live, a bit like League App.
Yeah.
For the Bicester League. So
And you can see live scores.
and you can see live scores. So it's a bit more interactive.
Oh,
For
absolutely.
the
It's
players and the viewers.
when you're waiting for the group to ping off the results.
Yeah.
It can be a bit.
Exactly. So it's a bit less.
And if it gets a bit lame, you need to go to bed.
Yeah, exactly. But no, really looking forward to next season. Like I said, the leagues are so much stronger next season.
And should mop these up now.
He should do, yeah. He's took them well. Yeah, he's done nicely now. And I think he's earned a draw tonight. I think he's very much earned it, I think, and the draw against Chris. And that is 7-all. So
that's the season.
That is 7-all. So
Is
the league table, if we have a quick look at the league table, it's very much as you were. So each player will have 8 points. So you've won the league on 108.
Yeah.
Chris is on 104, so he's 4 behind you.
Dave will be 1 point behind.
Yeah, and Dave will be on 103. And Ant Barrett finishes on 81, and that puts him above Scott Dole. Puts him very much.
Well, the table looks like Rich Lewis and
position.
Mark Bird is aiming for the 4th place.
Yeah, so Scott Dolby has gone down into the relegation spot. But Scott's not playing next season. So,
okay.
George still has an opportunity to try and claw out, but yeah, that's kind of where
George needs a good result to not be bottom of the table.
No, absolutely. So I think it's been a thrilling night of pool. It's had its ups and downs. I think that all 4 players did really well under the circumstances, and really enjoyed it tonight. Showcasing the D's at the top, what you guys can deliver, and good luck in the seas next season.
Thank you.
And to Chris as well, who has got his spot in the seas next season. And that concludes the stream tonight. I'd like to thank everyone for watching. Hope you all enjoyed it. It's the last stream of the season. I'd also like to thank Dan as well for co-commentating tonight. It's been great having you back. And I'll see you in the A's next season as well.
A-team.
A-team. So yeah, thank you very much, everyone, and have a good evening. See you next season.